Jumana-san, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Would you please start introducing yourself?
Okay, so good morning everyone. Thank you Khawla for hosting me today. I'm Jumana Khalil. I'm from Palestine, living and studying in Kyoto. I've been here for around 7 years. I did master's degree in Kyoto University and then Ph.D. for 5 years, and I graduated 2 months ago. I was affiliated to the Institute for Virus Research in Kyoto University.
Congratulations for your
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Jumana-san, why did you choose Japan as your destination to pursue your research career? And why specifically Kyoto University?
Yeah, well, I have several points for this question. First, I was already interested in Japan and Japanese culture as a country in general. And I wanted to start living and studying in a country that's a bit different, far, and outside my comfort zone. And I was also interested in Japan, specifically in science and technology, like how they advanced so quickly in relatively short time, in medicine, in engineering, in technology. I was very interested in this, and I thought studying in this country will benefit me a lot.
Yes, yes. And I would like to ask you more, what do you think, or for a girl coming from Middle East countries,
yes,
how did you find Japan in terms of safety, in terms of religion?
Yeah, it's a very good thing here, I think, in terms of safety and religion. First, because for safety, it's a very safe country, relatively. And in terms of religion, I noticed that in general, Japanese people, most of them are not religious, so they don't have like a negative influence or a negative background about certain religions, and that was a good thing for Muslims who suffer from Islamophobia in many countries and many parts of the world. So yeah, I personally, at least, I didn't face troubles in this point, and it was a good thing. Yeah, I think it's good, but the hardship for people coming from the Middle East here is the culture shock. It's very different, like the culture, the language, the food, the lifestyle, the body language of people, the work lifestyle. Yes.
Different.
Yeah.
But this difference will help us to grow more.
Yes.
So we're
definitely.
not afraid.
Yes, definitely.
This difference.
Yeah.
That's great. So you came to Japan and you chose Kyoto University as your university to pursue your studies. Can you tell us more about Kyoto University?
Yeah.
And why did you choose Kyoto University?
Yeah. Okay, so first I chose Japan, and I started reading about Japanese universities. Japan is full of universities of many kinds, public and private, and in different specialties. And yeah, I noticed that Tokyo and Kyoto University are the best universities in Japan. I was interested in both, but I found the laboratory that suits my specialty in Kyoto University, not in Tokyo. So I contacted the professor, and that's when I started being more interested in Kyoto as a city. And also a bonus is that Kyoto is a perfect student city. It's so convenient, easy, close to nature, international city. Yeah, so it's easy for students
to adapt to the Japanese life.
Yes.
Student life.
Yes, definitely.
So now we are interested about your research career. Could you please share more about your research career?
Yeah, so I studied in Institute for Virus Research, and my laboratory is the Laboratory of Molecular and Cellular Immunology. We study about the interactions between the virus and the host at the molecular and clinical level. I'm more into the molecular and cellular level, not the clinical level. And we go deeper to study certain viruses. We have a big group in my laboratory studying different viruses. Some of them focus on the immunology part, our body system, and how our body recognizes the virus and creates this immune response against it. And another part of the group focuses on the viral part and how different viruses use different mechanisms to evade these immune responses. So I was from the immunology part, and I studied the immune responses to influenza virus first, and then to another virus that's endemic to Asia called SFTSV. Yeah, that's what I did in PhD.
Interesting. Let's move to the university enrollment and scholarship. Could you share with us how did you get the MEX scholarship? How did you prepare for a very competitive application?
Okay, so first my scholarship was MEX scholarship, the scholarship from Japanese Ministry of Education. I got it when I was a master's student first, and after I finished my master course, I applied for it again for an extension, and I got it for the PhD. So the first question is like how to...
part? Okay, let's start with the MEX. How did you prepare for a very competitive application?
I think the most important thing is the thesis. I think it's number one. Of course, there are several factors, but number one is the thesis. You have to have a solid background, educational background in what you want to do. Because when you have good knowledge and a strong background, you know what are the challenges in this field, and you have to find a certain problem that you want to tackle. Write about it, study it, propose your thesis, the solution for this problem. It has to be something innovative, something that is that people find it challenging and they want a solution for it. That's the most important thing. And of course, after that come different factors as well, like to know about the country, to know what you want to do, to have a plan for your life.
Exactly. You have to be specific.
Yes, exactly. Life is full of opportunities, but it's full of competition.
Yes.
So you have to understand yourself first. What do you want? Why? And how do you want it?
Yes. That's really motivational. Thank you. Thank you, Jumana.
You're welcome.
So, and if do you have something to add for the MEX scholarship specifically? Any comments? Like, for example, you applied for MEX through the embassy?
Yes.
Can you share like just a few?
Yes. I can talk about MEX in Palestine because I come from Palestine. I don't know about the other parts. But in Palestine, they give it for 3 students every year, and you apply through the Japanese embassy in Ramallah. It's the consulate, not the embassy. The consulate office is in Ramallah. You have to talk to the consulate office directly to ask about the details, when to apply, when is the deadline, like the application and all the papers, everything related to that. Many people ask about these details on the internet, but I don't think it's a good way to get the information for sure. It's better to ask the embassy itself. And then start preparing. Give yourself time, because especially for the thesis, you can't write a good thesis in a few weeks or in a month, especially if you're studying, if you're busy, if you have a busy lifestyle. Have an idea in advance in your mind and then start reading about it. Have a plan and then start writing. It takes time, so take time to prepare. It's a big step in your life, and it deserves it. Yes. It deserves to give it time.
Take time, be patient, and be well prepared.
Yes, yes.
So to guarantee that you will be accepted.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jumana-san, as a girl coming from the Middle East country, how did you manage to settle in Japan? How was the life, especially at the beginning?
Yeah. So I was lucky that I came to Kyoto. As I mentioned, Kyoto is a very nice, lovely, safe city, clean city. Also, Kyoto University specifically is an international university. They have many services given to international students here. So if you have any problem, you can ask. You always have the solution. You always have people to help, people to explain all the details and the procedures you should do when you arrive in Kyoto. But I have to mention that, of course, the first few months at least were very difficult. And I would give an advice here to people before coming to Japan to learn the language. It helps a lot when you learn it before coming. When you come here, you will have a very busy lifestyle here. If you're a student, studying here takes a lot of time and effort. So if you learn the language in advance, it's going to help a lot. Yes. And if you know more about the country, those details, the daily routine, like the phones, how to use the phones, how to apply for the bills, the rent, the apartments. Those kind of things. Just prepare yourself before coming. Yes. Japan is very, very different for people coming from the Middle East. So you have to prepare yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. And talking about the language, Japanese language, like we know that the Japanese universities offer free Japanese classes
Yes.
for the international students, but it's good to be prepared.
Yes.
So at least you will adapt well and sooner
Yeah.
than someone didn't know.
Yes, definitely.
And may I ask you about food, halal food? How do you manage in Japan?
Yeah, it's not very easy because the Muslim community here is quite small. I think it's getting bigger. I came here 7 years ago and I noticed the difference. It's much different now than 7 years back in time. Halal food, I think in most cities, at least the big cities, there are like small mosques or Islamic centers. So first, if you're concerned about food, my advice is to go to search where is the closest Islamic center in your neighborhood, in your city. Usually it's one in a city. Go there and ask, and they will have different booklets about these details, like about the restaurants that serve halal food, about the shops that sell halal chicken and meat. And in the center itself, you have a lot of opportunities. And yeah, even for prayer, for language, Arabic, for many things, and Islamic events as well.
Yes, and I would like to add that Japanese are really friendly and helpful.
Yes.
And they will not they will try to help you.
Yes.
To get well adapted.
Yeah. And this is amazing. Even if they don't know the solution, they will try their best to find it. They will stop whatever they do to call, to search, to do anything that helps you. Yeah, it's very inspiring.
So do not let language barrier or cultural barrier make you
Yes, take the initiative and ask for help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Jumana-san, for the inspiring. So now to conclude our interview, could you give us a message, especially for the international students?
Coming to Japan? Yeah, I would tell them that this is going to be a big step in your life. Prepare for it and be excited and be open-minded. Be open for the change. Be open for meeting new people, changing your habits, your lifestyle, and
Accepting the difference.
Yes, accept the differences. Enjoy Japan. It's going to be an amazing phase of your life, amazing chapter. It's worth it. But it's going to be difficult. We have to be realistic. So you have to do your best, prepare yourself for the challenges, and just then take it easy on yourself. Step by step, everything gets good at the end.
Exactly.